Hey, welcome back to SourceFed. I'm Steve Zaragoza, and look, Mike's back!
Hi, I'm back! Calvin Klein sure can sell the out of some underwear, huh?
Wait, what? Gross, man. You poop in the underwear? They sell that? This in the underwear?
Clearly not what I'm talking about. No, I mean they're really good at selling underpants and using sex to do so. Their most recent ad campaign, #MyCalvins, has come under fire recently for publishing super smexy and to some, borderline inappropriate photos of what models do in their Calvin Kleinas. For example, Kendall Jenner is holding up a grapefruit and she says that she eats in her Calvins.
Well, that's not so bad. I eat pizza in my underwear all the time. It's sad, for sure, but not scandalous.
Then there's Abby Lee Kershaw, who is pictured with her hand in her undies, accompanied by the text, "I pulse in my Calvins."
Okay, we're getting a little horny here.
And finally, there's an upskirt style photo of Clara Kristen, which includes the text, "I flash in my Calvins."
Ooh, yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, but why?
Well, because upskirt shots are usually taken by old creepy guys with dangerously low self-esteem at the mall with cell phones.
You notice that the phones they use are models that no one's used for years.
Old models.
Nokias, flip johns. But if you follow the actual, I made a fart noise with my hand and that's on me. But if you follow the actual verbiage used in this ad campaign, this isn't that. This is what these models are choosing to do in their own underwear as opposed to what some art director or what some creepy guy at the mall is telling you is sexy about these models. So CK is kind of calling back to today's selfie / I'm gonna take the power of my own smexiness back culture and giving the models the power and letting them tell their own story.
Okay, so we basically have two problems with this, and none of them has to do with how sexy the photos are, just to be clear. Number one, Calvin Klein created a fill-in-the-blank style sentence and a hashtag. So what are you paying an ad agency for? Give someone a front-facing camera and ask them a question, boom, done. I just saved you $100 billion.
Put it on a building.
Put it on a building.
Put it on a building.
Building.
And two, the underwear featured in the Clara Kristen photo are super blurry. What are we buying here? What's on the underwear? What are those, hearts?
Yeah, seriously, what are those, snowflakes?
Seriously, what are those little circles? What are those?
What are those, polka dots?
What are those, polka dash dots?
Hey, someone worked really hard to design whatever the hell's on that lady's small pants, and you can't focus the camera?
Small pants is by far what I'm using for underwear.
You use small pants. Ooh, she had the hottest small pants on.
Oh, did you see that? We were on like the third date and I finally got to see her small pants. I couldn't tell what was on them, but man, they were smexy.
Hey, remember that Hyperloop thing Elon Musk announced back in 2013?
No.
Okay, well if not, it's just a high-speed mass transit vehicle that could deliver you from Los Angeles to San Francisco in 30 minutes.
Damn, it's like you're a pizza.
Well, guess what? It just had its first public demo yesterday, and it looked kind of like a Disneyland ride. Let's check it out.
What, are they showing a video clip?
Let's show a clip.
Wait, I'm supposed to sit on that? 700 miles an hour in a tube?
Well, it's actually not done yet, Mike. It's a ways off. This particular test focuses more on the propulsion technology, whether it can actually move the sled more so than the speed.
Move the sled?
Yeah, it's a sled.
And it looks really dangerous. And they want to put people on it?
Okay, it's not done yet, Mike. It's a test. Did you get that part? According to NPR, quote, on Tuesday, Hyperloop One announced new funding and new partners in transportation and engineering. One of those partners is Danish architect Bjarke Ingels. Gizmodo says that Ingels, known for big public infrastructure projects, will give some much needed design direction for how Hyperloop One's projects might start to integrate with the cities they're meant to serve.
What?
Yeah, man.
It just looks really unsafe is all that I'm saying.
I'm glad you mentioned that, Mike, because Hyperloop One CEO Rob Lloyd said the company will work with the new partners, quote, to redefine the future of transportation, providing a more immediate, safe, efficient, and sustainable high-speed backbone for the movement of people and things.
High-speed backbone? Look at the clip. It doesn't look like it's done.
Okay, you know what, Mike? When we're done here, I'm gonna have to insist that you go lay down. You all right with that?
Smoking's gross and it'll kill you, okay? But whether you smoke or not, I'm sure that you know that, but here's something you might not know. According to the Science and News Journal, if 10% of American smokers quit, $63 billion in healthcare costs would be saved in the US alone. That's our country.
Yeah, the one we're in right now. Maybe not the one you're sitting watching us from.
We're different,
but that's where we're
at.
Yeah, and those cancer sticks aren't cheap. But just so we're clear, if 1 in 10 smokers in the US stopped, $63 billion would be saved. Let's just think about that for a second, okay? Yeah, that's a lot.
It all boils down to healthcare needs, and doesn't it always? James Lightwood, a professor who is part of this very study at the University of San Francisco, discovered that when people alter their smoking habits, the need for healthcare drops. Fast. I'll say it. Fast. We'll say it together. Fast.
Let's say it together.
Fast.
Fast. Researchers looked at data from all 50 states, including the District of Columbia, between the years of 1992 and 2009, which included healthcare costs that were directly linked to smoking. And the study didn't just look at smokers themselves, but also those exposed to secondhand smoke too. Very early on in the study, researchers discovered that both getting people to quit and promoting smoking a lot less alone led to a steady decline in healthcare costs.
Not only that, and here's some more information.
I'd love it.
But researchers also found that within the first year of quitting smoking, the risk of both heart attack and stroke drops by about 50%.
Okay, so we're not here to preach about how bad smoking is, because I'm sure you hear it all the time. But numbers don't lie, and this is kind of a big deal. Healthcare is expensive, and the leisurely, cool-looking, stress-relieving sticks of death you're sucking on just make it worse for all of us. Hey, so maybe consider cutting back, huh? You selfish, gross jerks.
Hey, listen, we shouldn't be calling people names, you know, but all of what you said is correct. And here's the last story, for example.
Love it.
So check this out. A 47-year-old man from Salem, Oregon by the name of Kirk Alexander had his life saved on Sunday after his local Dominoes Pizza chain noticed that he hadn't ordered for 11 days.
Man, how much pizza do you have to order to make Domino's care about you that much?
About 7 years worth. Kirk, he has about 3 years on me, but I got this cool hole punch card to keep track.
Oh my God, I can't.
It's pretty. We're running out of play. They're probably gonna give me another one pretty soon.
Mr. Alexander was found on the floor suffering from what could only be described as probably some too much pizza related illness by a delivery driver named Tracy Hamblin. Now, Tracy tried to call Alexander on his cell, and when it went right to voicemail, she called 911. Now, the man was taken to the hospital and was in stable condition as of Monday morning, which is what the sheriff's office said in a statement.
That'd be funny if his name was Tracy Handlin, because he's a pizza delivery guy. It could be Tracy handling your pizza. Hey, all jokes aside, we wish Mr. Alexander a full and speedy recovery. I, for one, am gonna eat myself a medium hand-tossed sausage and jalapeno in your honor.
Yeah, well, you were gonna do that anyway, weren't you?
Yes.
So, thoughts on the stories? Do you think Calvin Klein went too far?
Would you like to ride this clearly not finished yet super fast car to get to San Francisco?
Mike, it was a demo. They're trying it
So
out.
fast and dangerous. Why wear a helmet?
It's a test, man.
Helmet wouldn't even do
you want
anything.
them to just do it indoors and then not film it or
Hundo
something?
miles an hour?
It's a test.
I don't think so.
Mike, god damn.
I don't think
Have
so.
you ever studied for a test?
What?
Did you know the studying part isn't the test?
Yes, studies show that if you quit smoking within the first year, your thing for a stroke and heart attack goes down 50%.
Yeah, well, what do you guys think about all this stuff? Let us know in the comments. I'm Steve Zaragoza.
I'm Mike Falzone. Good to be back.
Good to be big. Good to have you big.
Ha! Ha!
Oh, brown bread, give me some of that brown bread.
If you don't go to school, I'm gonna get Daddy to give you a spanking.